Yeah. Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of South Korea Untold with your host Lewis. Now, I'm very excited today to be joined by a very special guest who I'm going to introduce you to now.
Hi everyone, my name is Marc and I'm a part-time content creator based here in Seoul, South Korea. And it's my pleasure to be here for your podcast.
Yeah, nice to meet you, finally.
Nice to meet you.
So, I sort of reached out because I've seen you've done a lot of content, you met a lot of actors,
Right.
idols and so on.
Right.
So, I sort of wanted to find out why? What gave you the ambition and drive?
Right. So actually, it roots back to my childhood because back then, the one who was taking care of me, like when my parents are not at home. So basically, she would actually be like going to fan events as well, like during her
Okay.
days off. And I started like really liking to watch like dramas ever since. But I wasn't really like, full blown K-drama like fan until I actually moved to Korea. And so when I moved
Okay.
to Korea, that's when I got hooked to watching K-dramas, K-movies while studying Korean on my free time. And
Right.
so at that point, I was like, I really want to meet these actors in person because like who gets to say that, oh, I met this actor already, like at this
Yeah,
point in
sure.
time, right? And it just so happened that it became more of like a hobby already. And as time went by, I just like, oh my gosh, I actually met a lot of actors already.
So, out of sort of the actors you've met at the moment, has there been an actor or actress that has stood out?
Yeah, definitely. Like my most favorite actor, that's Kim Son-ho. So he
Okay.
was the star in the recently released Netflix K-drama, that's Can This Love Be Translated. He played the role of Chuo-jin,
Okay.
the multilingual translator in that series, and he's a very great actor.
Nice.
Yeah,
So, how did the meeting come about? Do you find events beforehand,
yeah.
or do you just turn up and?
So basically, to go to these like events for like Korean actors, you need to be at least in the online community. With the internet right now, like
Yeah.
it's very easy to get like information about these events, but to be in like these events where you can actually have close encounters with these actors, you need to have some depth in the community. And so
Okay.
that includes like if you have been following these actors or if you have like mutual friends online who follow these actors, then the
Mm.
information would go around.
It's
And
like a
so,
networking kind of.
yeah,
Yeah.
you need to be at least, it can't just be like a bystander observing like event schedule because
Okay.
it wouldn't come to you.
Right.
Like, you need to be in a community
Okay.
already.
So, would you say you're sort of one of the most active members of the community,
I
or
would
is that your
say
ambition?
I would say yes because that's really what I like to do when I have free time, like outside of work.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you mentioned about Philippines,
Yes.
or when you were younger. So
Yeah.
Philippines is where you're from, right?
Yes.
Originally.
Yes.
Um, I went in December to
Right.
Cebu.
Oh, Cebu.
I seen a lot of Korean restaurants,
Right.
supermarkets,
Right.
and idols and stuff. Would you say gay culture is taken over slightly, like the Philippines?
Not only slightly, like it's been years, probably decades, maybe like almost 2 decades already that the
Okay.
K culture has really been like taking on my country, the Philippines,
Mm.
because there's a lot of fans of the Korean dramas and K-pop, Korean actors, idols in my country. So it is common for Filipino people to actually be looking forward to eat, for example, like samgyeopsal, for like a fun day, like hang
Right.
out with
Yeah.
friends. It's like Korean dishes are like common vocabulary for Filipino people already, for
Sure.
example.
What do you think Filipinos like about K culture or K dramas and stuff?
Right. Aside from the aesthetics, like, the looks, the visuals of these actors and idols, I'd say it's also how the plot of the K-dramas, for example, are
Sure.
different to the plot of the series that we have probably grew up with like locally.
Okay.
There's like a certain K drama plot that viewers like me look forward to watching in every series.
Nice.
Right.
So in your content creation,
Yeah.
a lot of like your videos, reels and stuff have got quite a lot of likes or
Right.
like shares and comments and everything. What work or like what ambition do you put into the content side of things that you make?
Right. So, when I do content, it
Yeah.
has to start. I start with the feelings and the moment, and then I build the visuals into it.
Okay.
Because every time I do content, I want the viewers to feel what I was feeling at that time when I was like, for example, having this encounter with an actor. If I were to watch my own content, I always think like, what would I feel? And so that's
Sure.
what I always want to share to my viewers.
Yeah.
So it's, for example, I meet this certain actor, then I need to make sure that whoever watches this would also feel like they met that actor as well through my content.
Okay.
And then I just build on with like the music, the shots, and the editing after that.
So you do everything yourself?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Nice. So content creation can be like very demanding,
Yeah.
especially when it comes to editing and planning.
Yeah.
In terms of like creative burnout, how do you handle that? Like, what sort of gives you the inspiration to pick yourself back up after?
Right. So whenever I feel the burnout already,
Yeah.
I do step back, especially
Okay.
that my main day job itself is very hectic. And so that in itself is already like tiring. And at the same time, this content creation can also take up a lot of my time. And so I do step back, and it's when I step back that the inspiration actually comes back. I don't really force it. There are days, probably even weeks, when I don't have the motivation. Like, even if I have something to edit, but I don't
Yeah.
have the motivation to edit this certain content, then I couldn't do it. But because I need to also rest.
Yeah, sure.
But you will never regret it. And if it's not your first time, then do pursue like where you actually want to go. If you're like a foodie, then go hit the cafes and restaurants. If you are very interested in Korean culture, knowing more about the Korean culture, go hit the palaces. Go and have a bucket list of like historical or like cultural places that you want to visit. And then, as you said, it's not just Seoul. Like, Korea has a lot more to offer than Seoul. There's Busan, there's Jeju-do, and there's also the beautiful beaches in the east side of Korea. So just go and explore and go plan it ahead, like where you really want to go and visit.
Do you have a favorite spot in Korea? So for me, it would be Sokcho. I find it quite relaxing and
Sorry, Sokcho. Oh,
Sokcho?
in the east,
Yeah,
in the east,
yeah.
right? Yeah, I was gonna say that because, like, I find it underrated because most people think that if I'm not sure, like, don't come for me, but I'm not sure whether it's like common for people to know that the East Sea of Korea is actually very beautiful. So you go to Sokcho or Gangneung. So actually, going to Gangneung is one of my Gangneung is one of my favorite places to go because the beach there is very beautiful. It's also one of the
Okay.
filming locations actually of one of the dramas like Goblin.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
And so I love going there. But if you were to ask me what's my favorite place in Korea, that would be Busan.
yeah. Okay.
Mainly because I do believe that it has both the city vibe, it has like a bustling city vibe, as well as, like the coastal beaches in there.
Yeah,
There's like
yeah.
two main beaches that I like there, which a lot of people know. That's Haeundae and Gwangalli.
Okay.
So I like it. I like the vibe there actually. Yeah.
So you mentioned filming locations as well.
Yeah.
And Gangwon has quite a few.
Yes.
Have you done like the tourist trails or like trails around the sort of filming locations in Korea?
I used to do that before,
Okay.
back when I had more time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like whenever there's like a new drama, I would go to like the filming locations. I'd share one, which is also a drama of Kim Sono. So
Okay.
that's the hometown cha-cha-cha. So
Oh,
it
yeah.
was filmed in Pohang, and I went there on like a Chuseok at that time. So there, I had a lot of time at that time. I
Yeah,
stayed there
yeah.
for like 4 days. And so I actually stayed in an Airbnb where they filmed the coastal seaside village
Oh, nice.
called Gongjin in the series. So it was in Pohang, and I explored the southern part of Pohang as well as the northern part of Pohang. It was very beautiful, and I did vlog that and upload it in my YouTube. And I'm very happy that I got a DM yesterday saying that thanks to your vlog, like I'm able to travel to Pohang right now. I'm following your footsteps, like how I did in Pohang, and that was like
Oh,
four
that's
years
nice.
ago.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So, in terms of like dramas
yeah.
as well, what would you say your favorite K drama
My favorite K
would be?
drama right now, still
Okay,
unbeatable. It's Startup. So have you watched Startup?
I've not.
Yeah.
No.
So that's basically one of my dramas because favorite dramas because it shows how dreaming and like pursuing your passions will take you to success in life if you just don't give up. Like if you have the vision and the ambition, then it will get you to a certain level in life. And it's
Okay.
very inspiring because and relatable because it's about startup and it's very corporate or like office kind of setting.
Right.
So I find it relatable and I just like the story overall.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. What else do you think makes K dramas so successful?
Yeah. So actually, the way is part of like the um, what do you call this? Soft power, so to
Right.
speak.
Yeah, yeah. Soft
It's
power.
the cultural export, the contribution of K dramas to cultural export is really something because the viewers, not only in Korea, but as I said earlier, also in my country, they find something unique about the Korean dramas in such a way that it becomes more engaging and it actually attracts the viewers to look forward to watching other series as well.
Okay.
So, and also, the way that K dramas, it's not just about the storytelling, it's also like the full package, like the musical scoring, the OSTs.
Yeah,
Also,
yeah.
like personally, OSTs get me hooked as well to the drama. When
Okay.
there's like a certain OST that sticks in my brain, then I want to listen to it, and also I remember the drama because of it. The filming locations, for example, like where
Yeah.
they film it. Oh, I know that place. If I see it in the drama, then it makes me reminisce more about that certain place or make me want to go back to that place. It's an overall package that the K drama brings, which I think is very unique to Korean dramas.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we spoke a lot about K dramas.
Yeah.
Are you?
Also achieve in without faking it, of course.
Yeah,
Like I
yeah.
want to package it during the editing. I want to package it in such a way that it looks like it was my K drama moment. Yeah,
Nice.
in terms of aesthetics. Yeah.
Okay. So, do you have any sort of final message or anything that you'd like to say?
Yeah. So I'd say that if you also want to pursue your dreams of meeting your favorite actors, less on content creation, but more about meeting your favorite actors and favorite idols, just go for it. You also will understand how important it is for your favorite actors and idols for you to be showing up there and supporting them because it means a lot to them. It makes them um, do more in their craft. It makes them believe that they're being supported by actual people. And just capture it because capturing is very important, which is why, and content creation is just a byproduct of it.
Sure.
But capture it so that you have something to look back on, that you've actually lived in that moment and you've achieved your goals, your dreams in life. And that's very important.
Nice. I do have one more
Yeah.
question actually. Talking about capturing moments.
Yeah.
At a concert or event, do you think people spend too long like filming on the phone and watching through the phone rather like enjoying the moment? Like
For me,
actually
there are
physically?
people like me who can do both at the same time.
Okay,
Like I can
nice.
capture and also be in the moment.
Yeah.
But it's different when the idol or the actor actually tells the audience to put your phones down.
Yeah.
Like if you put
okay.
your phones, if they tell you to put your phones down, you need to put it down
Yeah.
and just actually listen to them. But at the same time, if it's allowed, for example, to film in a concert or an event or a fan event, right? It's for me, it's important to capture it without feeling that without being absent in that moment. You need to
Yeah,
be
yeah.
there as well. so don't forget that you are there because you need to enjoy the moment as well. So
Yeah.
you can capture, but don't forget to enjoy that very moment as well.
Sure.
Because for me, if you capture that moment as well, then you have something to treasure and actually crystallize and say that, oh, this was what happened that time. You know what? See,
Like a memory book, like
yeah,
Yeah.
and it's I one of my fears is actually going to an event and actually forgetting very important um, details about what happened in that event. And capturing
Okay.
it makes me like remember, oh, this actually happened. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
or when I review my footages, it's like, oh, the actor actually looked at me at this very second or very minute. So
Nice.
yeah,
Cool. Well, thank you for joining us
thank you so much.
today. And if you have any questions, I'm sure Mark would be more than happy to answer them for you.
Yeah. Um, you can go and follow me on Instagram and TikTok. That's at Call Me Maku. So yeah, I'm just a DM away.
Okay. Well, thanks for watching and listening to another episode of South Korea Untold, and we will see you on the next episode. Thank you.
Thank you.